Hello my dear students, myself Miss Vaishali Dekate. Welcome to my channel. I am teaching you mathematics in standard 7th. Today we are going to study chapter number 10, Banks and Simple Interest. We are going to solve the sums from practice set 40. But before that, subscribe my channel by pressing subscribe button. Press the bell icon also to get my recent videos. Lesson number 10, Banks and Simple Interest. We have learnt about banks in our law standards. So let's recall and few more terms related to banks. A bank is a government recognized institution that carries out transaction of money. Banks make it easier to plan the use of money, that is to do financial planning. We can either deposit cash money in a bank or withdraw cash from it. For that purpose, we must open an account in a bank. Bank accounts are of various kinds. So we can do transaction of money through banks. If we want, we can put our money in the bank, and whenever we require, we can withdraw our money from the bank. So there are various kinds of accounts in the bank. So let us find out which are those accounts. Different accounts of bank. First there is current account and savings. Second, third is recurring deposit account, and third one is fixed deposit account. So first let us know about current account. A current account is mainly for traders and those dealing in money on a daily basis. So this is especially for business people, those who are doing business, big businesses. So they can open their current account in the bank. An account holder can deposit or withdraw money any number of times a day. So because they require to do transaction lot of times in a day, so they can deposit their money any number of time in a day. They can withdraw their money on any number of time in a day. So for that, current account is very suitable for the traders. The bank issues passbook for this account and also checkbook on demand. The bank does not pay any interest on money in this type of account, so they will not get any interest. They have to only deposit their money, and they can get the checkbook on demand. Money can also be withdrawn or deposited by check. Now next type of account is saving account. This type of account is for common people like us. A person can deposit a minimum amount and open a saving account. In some bank, no minimum account is also required for opening account. That means some banks can offer this type of facility, especially for students like you all can open your account without giving any money to the bank, zero balance, and you will open your own account. The bank pays some interest on the basis of daily credit balance in the account, and if you deposit some amount in the bank will offer interest on that amount. So if you want to keep your money safe, so you can open an account and put the money in the bank, and whenever you require for any purpose, you can withdraw the money from that account. So for that purpose, you have to open a saving account in the bank. There are some restrictions on how often money can be withdrawn from this account. You cannot withdraw many times in a day. There are some restrictions for withdrawing the money from the bank. You cannot take out your money every day. There are few restrictions. For this account too, bank issues a passbook on demand, a checkbook also. Now next type of account is recurring deposit account. It is also known as RD. Recurring deposit account holder can decide the amount to be deposited every month in the account. The bank gives an interest on deposit which is more than paid for the savings account. Such an account is means for compulsory saving. If you want to do compulsory saving every month, so every month you have to put certain amount in the bank. So for that you have to open RD, that is recurring deposit account, and on this account bank gives more interest than savings account. Often it is convenient to have joint account for say husband and wife. If these two people together open joint account of RD, that is very convenient, or guardian and ward, etc. Beside accounts of business partner, housing societies, trust of voluntary agencies, etc. are required to be operated by more than one person. If the account are required to be operated by more than one person, they can open an RD or recurring deposit account. Next is fixed deposit. A depositor deposits certain amount for fixed period of time in the bank, and this deposit attract greater rate of interest than saving account. So the interest rate is given more than the savings account. And if you want to put your money for 1 year, 2 year, or 5 years, you can put in the fixed deposit. If you don't require that money again and again, you want to put your money safely, so you can put it in the fixed deposit. So for 1 year, if you are putting that money for 1 year, you cannot withdraw the money for 1 year, but your money will be safe for 1 year and you will get more interest on that money. So however, the rates are different in different bank, and senior citizen gets slightly greater rate of interest than usual. So if any senior citizen gets a retire, and after retirement he gets some money from his organization, he can put it in the fixed deposit, and after few years he will get more interest on it and he will get more money. So fixed deposit is a very good option. Now we have heard about ATM, debit and credit cards. So an ATM means automatic teller machine. It is the full form of ATM. So it is used to withdraw cash without using a bank. If you don't want to go to bank, and if you want to do some shopping or for some important work, if you want to give the money, you can use your ATM card. A credit card or debit card is used to carry out transactions without using cash. So if you don't want to use cash, if you don't have cash, but if you have your debit card or credit card, you can do your transaction. An account holder can get such a card on request to the bank. So these are the different types of account of banks. Now children, let us discuss this activity given in our textbook. Have you seen a passbook? Those children who are having their own account in the bank, they must have seen their passbook, or those who don't have their account in the bank, they must have seen their parents' passbook. The people in their house can have their own account, and you might have seen their passbook. So this is the page of passbook which is given in the activity. Observe the entries made in the page of passbook shown below. In first column there are line numbers, second column date is there, third column particulars are there, whether the money is withdrawn or deposited by cash or check, or then check number if it is deposited by check, or if it is withdrawn by check, the check number is also given, how much amount is withdrawn, how much amount is deposited, and the balance in the end of the month. So let us see what are the questions there. On 2/2/16 the amount deposited was, see the date 2/2/16, it is only in the first column. We can see here it is 2/2/16 date. How much amount was deposited? 1500. And how much balance is remaining? 7000. So this 1500 we have to write here, and it is 1500, and how much balance is remaining? 7000. So that we have to write here. Then on 12/2/16 how much rupees were withdrawn? 12/2/2016. See, this is line number 3. In line number 3 we can see 3000 rupees were withdrawn, and in the end how much balance is remaining? 9000 rupees balance is remaining. Correct now. And then see on 26/2/2016, that is the last line, line number 5, he has got the interest of 135 rupees interest. So in this way you can observe the checkbook of your own, sorry, not checkbook, passbook of your own, and you can find out the money deposited every month, money withdrawn every month, and how much balance is there in your passbook, and how much interest bank has offered to you. You have to observe all the things and find out what is there in the passbook. Now let us see the next activity. Let's recall, Suvidya borrowed a sum of 30,000 rupees at 8 PCPA interest. PCPA means per capita per annum. Interest is always given in the per capita per annum, or it is in the percentage. For a year. A year means 1 year. From her bank to buy a computer. So she has borrowed this much amount from the bank, and at the end of the period, that means at the end of the year, she had to pay bank amount of 2400 rupees over and above what she has borrowed. So based on this information we have to fill in the boxes given below. So how much principal rupees she has borrowed? She has borrowed the principal of rupees 30,000. Correct. So 30,000 we have to write in the first box. Now let us say the second box is rate of interest. Rate of interest is 8% or 8 PCPA. Then interest of rupees 2,400 she has to pay. 2,400 rupees interest she paid. And time is 1 year. Only for 1 year. When she borrowed 30,000 rupees from the bank, she has to pay more amount, that is 2,400. That means total amount she returned to the bank is 30,000 plus 2,400. So what is 30,000 plus 2,400? It will be 32,400 rupees she has to give back to the bank. In this way the calculations are done. So what we have seen from this, what we can say, we have added the capital and the interest occurred on the fund out the amount that Suvidya returned to the bank. So principal plus interest is equal to amount. Amount she paid to the bank is her principal of rupees 3,000 plus interest 2,400. So this is the important formula which we have to learn. Principal plus interest is equal to amount, which we will use to calculate the sums from practice set 40. One more formula which we are going to use is total interest formula. I is equal to P multiplied by R multiplied by N upon 100, where P is the principal, R is the rate of interest, and N is the time in years. So this formula is also very important formula in the point of view of calculating interest and amount for practice set 40. So now let's solve the sums from practice set 40. Question number 1. If Rihanna deposits 1,500 rupees in the school fund at 9 PCPA for 2 years, what is the total amount she will get? So she deposits 1,500 rupees. So this 1,500 rupees, whatever amount is deposited in the bank, that amount is called as principal. Then 9 PCPA, whenever you see this letters PCPA, that means the value of R, rate of interest, R. And number of years are given 2, that means this is the value of N. So we have given the value of P, which is 1,500 rupees. Then we have given the value of R, 9 PCPA, and we have given the value of N, which is 2 years. So let us see how to solve the sum. Let us see the solution. So let us first write the values of P, R and N. That means principal, rate of interest and number of years. So in solution we first write principal P, which is equal to Rihanna deposits 1,500 rupees. So principal is rupees 1,500. Now rate of interest, which is denoted by capital R and which is given in the school fund at 9 PCPA. PCPA is always the rate of interest. So 9 PCPA is the value of R, rate of interest, and for 2 years, that means time is in always number of years. So time is number of years N, which is 2 years. So in this way first write the values of P, R and N. After that write the formula which we have seen before this question. So formula is total interest or simple interest, I is equal to P multiplied by R multiplied by N upon 100. Okay, this is our formula. Always remember this formula. Now let us put the values of P, R and N in this formula. So we are getting I is equal to P is 1,500 multiplied by R is 9 and number of years are 2 divide by 100 as it is. Now in 100 also 2 zeros are there, in 1500 also 2 zeros are there. So cancel these 2 zeros with these 2 zeros. We are getting I is equal to 15 into 9 into 2. So we have to multiply this. Therefore I is equal to 15 nines are 135 multiplied by 2. This 2. So 135 multiplied by 2. Let's solve it. I is equal to 2 fives are 10. 1 0 I have written 1 carrying. 2 threes are 6. 6 plus 1 is 7. And 2 ones are 2. So 270 rupees is the interest. Now what is the question actually? What is the total amount she will get? So we have to find the amount, total amount. We have seen the formula of amount also. So what is our amount formula? Let us write amount formula. Amount is denoted by A. A is equal to principal plus interest. Okay. Amount is equal to principal plus interest. So therefore A we will be getting principal is rupees 1500 and interest she has got 270 rupees. Add, we will be getting 0 plus 0 0, 0 plus 7 7, 5 plus 2 7 and this 1. So write the answer statement. What is the name of person? Name of person is Rihanna. Therefore Rihanna will get total amount rupees 1770. So in this way you can solve the sum. First we have to apply the formula for interest and then we can apply the formula for amount. Now second question. Jethalal took a housing loan of 2,50,000 rupees. That means his principal amount is 2,50,000 rupees from a bank at a 10 PCPA. That 10 PCPA is the rate of interest for 5 years. That means number of years are 5. So from this we can write the values of P, R and N. What we have to find out, what is the yearly interest he must pay and the total amount he returns to the bank. That means again we have to find the total interest and total amount as we have done in our question number 1. So same method we will be using. First write the solution, write the values of P, R and N. So I am directly writing P. P is equal to how many rupees? 2,50,000 rupees. So rupees 2,50,000 we can write here. Then we have to write the value of R. R is 10 PCPA. We can write 10% also or 10 PCPA also. And how many number of years are there? 5. Number of years are 5. So after writing the values of P, R and N, we can write our formula of total interest, which is I is equal to P into R into N upon 100. Now after writing formula, we can put the values in our formula. So put the values. Therefore I as it is we write equal to, on right hand side put the values. P value is 2,50,000. While writing value, we don't write these units. We directly write the values. R is 10 and number of years are 5 upon 100. So first we cancel the zeros from numerator and denominator, 2 zeros with these 2 zeros. So what is remaining, that we are going to write I as it is right on the left hand side. What is remaining? 2,500 multiplied by 10 multiplied by 5. I is equal to 2,500 into 10. That means one more zero we have to put after 2,500. So it will become 25,000. Multiply by this 5. So multiply. I as it is I am going to write on left hand side. 5 zeros are 0, 5 zeros are 0, 5 zeros are 0, 5 5s are 25, 5 written, 2 carrying. 5 2s are 10, 10 plus 2 12. So 1,25,000 is the interest. Okay, now we have to find the total amount he received. So let us find. I am going to write on the right hand side. I will be doing two parts from my page. Now write on this side formula for amount. A is equal to principal plus interest, and therefore A is equal to principal is 2,50,000 and we have got the interest as 1,25,000 rupees. One more zero I have to put. Now add this 1 2 3 zeros. 5 plus 0 is 5, 5 plus 2 is 7 and 2 plus 1 is 3. So in this way amount he has got is 3,75,000 rupees. So write the answer. What is the yearly interest he must pay? So he must pay the yearly interest. How much interest we have got? Rupees 1,25,000. Okay, and total amount he returns to the bank, and total amount Jethalal returns to bank rupees. How much total amount we have got? 3,75,000. So in this way, by applying the formula only, we will get the interest and amount. Third sum. Shrikant deposited 85,000 rupees for 2.5 years. 85,000 rupees he has deposited means is his principal. Then 2.5 year number of years at 7 PCPA. 7 PCPA is the rate of interest R. So what is the total interest he received at the end of the period? So we have to only find out total interest. No amount is required in this sum. So total interest only we have to find. Write solution. All the values we write first value of P, principal. How many rupees? It is 85,000 rupees is the principal. Number of years 2.5. Now see children, this is the mixed fraction. We convert this into the simple fraction, or 2.5 means 2.5 also you can write. So you can do anything. 2.5 years. And rate of interest is 7 PCPA. After writing all the values, you all know what we have to do. We have to write the formula for interest, which is I is equal to P into R into N upon 100. After writing formula, we put the values. Therefore, I is equal to P is 85,000 rupees. R is 7 PCPA, N is 2.5 upon 100. First what I will going to do, this 0.5 is there, that means decimal point is there. After point, one digit is there, so we will equalize the decimal places after point in numerator as well as in the denominator. 2.5 means what? 25 upon 10. 2.5 means 25 upon 10. So for that, what I am going to do, 7 into this 2.5 means 25 upon 10 I am going to write. This 100 as it is right, and 25 upon 10. Okay, multiply by 10 we have to write in the denominator. What we have done, we have equalized the decimal places after point. Now we can cancel the zeros. 0 0 0 0 and this 1 0 with this 1 0. Therefore I is equal to 85 into 7 into 25. Now we have to do this multiplication. So let us do it. I'll be writing here. Okay. 85 into 7. 7 5s are 35, 3 carrying. 7 8s are 56, 56 plus 3, 5 9 5. So I is equal to 595 multiplied by 25. Okay. So 595 multiplied by 25 we have to do here. 595 multiplied by 25. 25 5s are 125, 5 written, 12 carrying. 25 9s are 225. 225 plus 12 is 237. 237, 7 carrying, 7 written and 23 carrying. Okay. 25 5s are 125. 125 plus 23. 8 7 7 4. 2 2 4 1. 14875 we are getting the answer. So let us write here. Therefore I is equal to 14875. 14,875 is our answer. So total interest he received at the end of the period is 14,875 rupees. So let us write the answer statement. Therefore, at the end of the period, Shrikant received total interest of rupees 14,875. In this way you can complete this sum. Fourth sum, at the certain rate of interest. In the interest after 4 years on 5,000 rupees principal, interest is given 1,200 rupees. So while writing the values, write the values of quantities which are given to us. Okay. So let us write properly first. Principal rupees 5,000. P is equal to rupees 5,000. Okay. Then what is given? 4 years. That means number of years are 4 years. So what is this 1,200 rupees, children? This is in the interest. This is given as the interest. So we have given interest 1,200 rupees. We don't have given rate. What would be the interest on 15,000 rupees at the same rate of interest? So first what we have to find out? First we have to find out rate, because rate is not given, and after that we can find out what would be the interest on 1,500 rupees. That means after that again principal is given 15,000 rupees, but before that we should get the rate, because rate is not given here. So first we have to find out the rate. So again, for finding out the rate we will be applying the same formula. Interest is equal to P into R into N upon 100. Same formula we will be using, and while writing the values, write the value carefully. Now I value is given 1,200, that we write in place of I. P value is given 5,000 rupees. R we have not given, so R as it is we write. N is number of years, 4 upon this 100. I am going to cancel these zeros with these zeros. So what we are getting? 1,200 is equal to 50 into R into 4. Now see children, 50 into 4, we can multiply these two numbers. So multiply. 1,200 is equal to 50 4s are 200, 5 4s are 20, and this 0 I have written R as it is. Now R I am going to write as it is on the left hand side. This R is equal to this 1,200 as it is on the right hand side. Only this 200 I am going to transfer on left hand side. So transfer this 200. So we are getting 0 0 0 0 cancelled. This was multiplied by 200. When we transfer, it becomes divide by. Now cancel. 2 1s are 2, 2 6s are 12. So therefore R value we are getting 6 PCPA. In this way R we have got 6% or 6 PCPA. Now we can find out our answer. What is the question? What would be the interest on 15,000 rupees at the same rate of interest? Same rate of interest means this R. This rate of interest R we have to consider now. So now the principal is rupees 1,000, sorry, not 1,000, it is 15,000. So now the principal is, now I am going to write, now the principal is 15,000 rupees. Same rate of interest means R we have got 6 PCPA. And for same period means number of years are also same, which is 4 years. We have to find the rate of interest. Sorry, rate of interest we have got, we have to find what would be the interest. Total interest we have to find. So total interest I is equal to P into R into N upon 100. Now as it is we will be finding the answer. So P I is equal to P 15,000, R 6 and 4 upon 100. I is equal to 150 into 6 into 4. I is equal to 150, 6 4s are 24. Now find out 150 multiplied by 24. 150 into 24. 24 zeros are 0. 24 5s are 120. For 120 0 I have written 12 carrying. 24 ones are 24. 24 plus 12. It is 36. So 3600 is our answer. So we write here I is equal to 3600. So what is the answer statement we should write here? What would be the interest on 15,000 rupees at the same rate of interest at the same period? Therefore, the interest on 15,000 rupees at the same rate of interest for the same period is rupees 3,600. Question number 5. If Pankaj deposit 1,50,000 rupees in a bank at 10 PCPA for 2 years, what is the total amount he will get from the bank? So we have to find out total amount. For total amount we require interest also. So first write the values. Principal, Pankaj deposit 1,50,000 rupees. So principal is 1,50,000 rupees. P is equal to 1,50,000 rupees. Rate of interest is always given in 10 PCPA. So R is equal to 10 PCPA. Number of years. How many years? 2 years. After writing the values, as usual, we have to write the formula. I is equal to P into R into N upon 100. Now put the values. I as it is we are going to write. P value is 1,50,000 rupees. R is 10 PCPA. N is 2 years upon 100. 2 zeros cancelled with 2 zeros. I is equal to 1,500 into 10 into 2. Therefore, I is equal to this 0 I am adding here. 1,500 into 10 means 1500 and one more 0 we have to put after this. So it is 1,500 multiplied by 10, which is 15,000, and then multiply by 2. I is equal to 15 2s are 30, and these 3 zeros 30,000 rupees. So interest we have got 30,000 rupees. Now we have to find the total amount. total amount he will get from the bank. So we all know amount formula is A is equal to P plus I, principal plus interest, and therefore A is equal to principal is 1,50,000 rupees, and on this 1,50,000 rupees he kept in the bank. Bank has given him 30,000 rupees more, that is interest. So in the end he will receive total amount of 0 plus 0 0, 0 plus 0 0, 0 plus 0 0, 0 plus 0 0, 5 plus 3 8, and this 1 as it is. So in the end he has received the total amount of 1,80,000 rupees. He kept 1,50,000 rupees in the bank. On that amount bank gave him this much interest. So in the end he received 1,80,000 rupees. So for that we have to open an account in a bank, saving account we have to open in a bank. So bank gives us interest on the amount which we have deposited in the bank. So write the answer. Therefore Pankaj will get total amount rupees 1,80,000 from the bank. So in this way all the sums from practice set 40 we have solved here.
Thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe.